Hello YouTube, this is the Creative Duelist here, and today I'm back with another creative discussions. I just want to say a quick thing. I do apologise for not uploading on the Friday. It was because I was very tired. I had no time to upload. I was just tired and trying to recuperate from work and such. But I'll do that. I'll leave that for an update video. Probably do that next week. But for today's topic, I'm here to talk about why I don't enjoy locals anymore, and I pretty much don't really go locals anymore. Like, I go there occasionally just to pick up some stuff, but I don't really like to play with people. But I'll give you, just my little insight, my little intake, sorry, my take, my personal experiences on why I don't really enjoy going to locals. So now, back in the past, like when I was younger, I loved locals. I loved going to locals. This was when I was like in college. Every weekend I'd always go up to my local town centre, because we've got little locals there. It's called the Oasis Market, which has a little place called Game HQ. It's okay. It's not bad. I used to go there every weekend. I used to take my rogue decks, my scrubby decks. I used to pay for entry, and I'd play people. But as time grew on, things started to just really take the turn for the worse. A lot of pricks, a lot of scumbags started to turn up. There were certain people I didn't really like at locals because how they were. They were very egotistical, very disrespectful. They thought, just because they had a binder full of the chase cards in the next set, or the chase cards in the current set, they thought they were hot shit. And it really pissed me off because I didn't come to locals just to hear people gloat about their success. I didn't come to locals to play against people who are just gonna make snide comments about my deck and me. This was back when I was quite weak in terms of mentality wise. I didn't take a lot of things what people said to me well. People would say something nasty and it really get to me. I feel really bad about myself. It made me self-conscious and it made me upset. I remember just, there was this time where these douchebags got banned from locals, and to be honest with you, that was probably, the most breathtaking thing that, I've ever seen in locals. Ever since when they were banned from locals, it wasn't, it didn't feel like it, locals didn't feel intense. I felt really, relieved. I felt at a state of mind where I was at peace. I could go to locals. I could play with my friends. I wasn't too big on playing random people there, but I felt a sense of security. I could play my decks. I can enjoy me. I can enjoy myself. But things started to go downhill. I don't know why, but the shopkeeper, the owner, brought back the douchebags, unbanned them, let them back into the shop, and things started to get worse from then on. I couldn't sit down and play with my decks. It's like all these douchebags will play meta, which I'm not hating on meta. Meta's fine, play whatever you like. But I'll sit there at locals. I've got my scrub deck. There's a group of these faggots, these arseholes, just crowding around me, and I play a card and they go, look what he just did, he fucking garbage. And it really put me off. It was really unnerving, and I was getting sick of that shit, bro. I just never enjoyed playing around them. I was walking on eggshells, because I felt like I was getting judged every time I tried to play. It's like, what is this fucking shit? I don't want to go locals and feel this way, you know what I mean? It's fucking garbage. Like, these scumbags would just make it so uncomfortable for me to duel, and I hated it. And you know, I went to locals like a good couple months or so. Like, this was like a few months ago, and I went with my mate Mark, and you know, like, everyone, like, look, I'm gonna be frank. When I go locals to escape meta. I don't want to play no fucking meta decks. If I want to play meta, I'll go and break my bank. I'll go buy those expensive cards for whatever the meta is, and I'll go regionals. You know, I'll try and top regionals. You know, if I want to do that, but I don't want to do that because I don't care for it. Meta is not interesting to me. So this was in like Goki FTK. This was when they're at full power, and Trickster, Sky Striker, the whole bullshit shenanigans. And you know, I took rock. What did I take? I took stun. I think I took like an anti-meta deck with me, and all I saw was just Goki players and Trickster players at locals, and I was just like, wow, what the fuck is this? You know, I'm not trying to hate on people playing those decks, but you know, why at locals? I mean, you know, if you want to be good, go fucking regionals. If you want to play that type of shit, you know, but that's just my opinion. That's just what I just dislike about that thing about locals. You know, it was just pressurizing to me. I was sitting there with my stun deck, which got completely mowed over. You know, I paid my entry, you know, £5, and I was just so disgusted because all my matchups were all Goki, Tricksters, and I sat, and you know, each round, like, I wasn't angry or anything. I was just like, you know what, Scoop, I'm not playing this game, and you know, I'm not playing anymore. And I sat there at locals in just disbelief. I'm just like, wow, I'm paying money to fucking lose to meta when I paid money to go to locals to try and have fun. And that's one thing I just don't like about locals. You know, just people, you know, they just want to get them packs. And you know, it's just depressing. I just hate that. You know that's, you know, that environment when I'm playing against meta. You know, it's like, why, you know, I'm getting told, you know, do you know the Goki matchup? Do you know the Trickster matchup? I goes, what? I don't. Why am I preparing against Tricksters or preparing against Goki at a local level? Like, okay, you know, when you're playing locals, you know, you may make a side deck. You know, for certain decks, you know, you may, you know, your staples like anti-spell, goes in match, rivalry. But you know, I'm not siding for those decks because that's meta. You know, I don't come to locals to play that shit. I come to locals to play for fun. You know, if I wanna play meta and I wanna put myself through that shit, I'll boot up Ygobros Pro for free and I will play these people online and go through that suffering. I don't want to pay no entry just to put up with that shit. You know, that's one thing I got really sick and tired of at locals, was just playing against these meta hogs. Now, I'm not hating against meta again. I just hate the fact that they're playing it at a local level. You know, locals is supposed to be for fun. Like, I've done well at locals. In fact, I think it was back in 2016 or 15. I topped to locals. I came first place with Gravekeepers. I did really well. Unfortunately, I didn't pull anything good from my packs, but someone pulled a bloody ulti Castal. I was a bit jelly. I was a bit salty about that. And I did alright. If you folks remember, I did okay with my Twilight Swans. You know, did really well. And I played against decks that were, you know, strong decks. They weren't meta. They weren't broken. You know, I played against one. This was like True Dracos at full power, I think they were, kind of. But still, I only played one True Dracos player and the rest were all rogue, and they were all fun to play against. You know, it wasn't a wipe. It was very competitive in a certain sense. It was a chess match. Like, it wasn't a complete wash. It wasn't like, okay, you know, in 2 turns you're done. You know, like if I want to be done, I'll go regionals. You know, if I want to play at a, you know, a competitive level, I'll go regionals. And that's just one of my gripes, why I just don't like going locals no more. There's other reasons as well, like, you know, certain people can be very overbearing. Now, I know some people may have some like mental illness, or they're going, you know, they've got some issues with them. But again, you know, I try to respect everyone, as you know, at locals. I'm just a guy just trying to get through life. But you know, people can be very overbearing at locals, a bit too loud for me, and you know, a bit too annoying when I'm trying to duel. And of course, you know, there's always scumbags at you know, at locals, who's, you know, is trying to always rob you from a trade, always trying to trade again. But that's for another topic for another day. You know, trading is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all fucked up now. But yes, folks, that's pretty much it for the video. That's just one of the reasons why I don't really enjoy going locals no more. Again, scumbags, they put me off playing. I can't play at my own comfort, at my own pace, because, you know, again, you know, now I don't really give a shit what people think, but, you know, I really don't want to be bothered by people with their nonsense. You know, I don't want to pay to go locals to put up with people's shit. If I want to put up with people's shit, I'll go on fucking Ygobros Pro and boot that shit up and play all meta all day. You know, I don't want to pay for that shit. Just, you know, I pay, if I'm gonna go locals, I want to play for fun, you know. Like, even if I get fucking bodied by Rogue, even if I get bodied by ABC or Crusadia or fucking Salamander or whatever other Rogue deck, fuck it, you know, as long as I had fun, you know, that's what counts. But yes, folks, that's pretty much it for the video. I just wanted to get my, you know, my opinion across, and, you know, why I don't really like going locals no more. You know, like, locals to me, in my opinion, is fucking dead. I hate going locals. I don't enjoy it. It's not the same no more. You know, it's toxic, and it's sickening to me. So I prefer to just duel at my own comfort, at my own home. I duel with my friends if I go out, or I play Ygobros Pro on occasions. But yes, folks, thank you all for watching. You know, let me know down in the comment sections, you know, if your locals is good. I mean, I know some locals, people have a great time. But yes, folks, you know, thanks for watching. Have a good day and stay creative. See you next time, everyone.